All right, true believers, this is Augie again, going to update you on some new added Zbuyer prospecting leads added to the pond. We're going to answer a few questions. Those you need a refresher course, we're going to refresh you right now. Okay, to access the pond, all of you should have access to it. What you're going to do, you log in into Bold Trail. You're going to go to the contacts menu located on the left. Okay, it's going to take a little bit to load up. Just bear with me. Now, once it does, your screen's going to look differently. I have access to all the leads and everything. You're going to scroll down to this middle area where you're going to see the stuff. You should see it right here, ponds, which ponds are available. You might only see one of them, but you're going to see Zbuyer prospecting. Let's understand the difference. Zbuyer leads, in general, the new leads that come through the round robin and gets assigned to you. You get a moment to claim them. The Zbuyer prospecting leads are leads that are in the system, okay, that I add to the system and are a few months old. Zbuyer leads that are fresh, these people filled out a form online within probably the hour or two, and you got the signal to call them. Zbuyer prospecting are manually added to our system, and you need to claim them. Those are the two big differences. Okay. In this case, what I've done recently, I've added about a dozen, and over the next few days, I'm going to continue adding more. We've gotten, in the last batch or two, we've gotten more and more buyers looking for assistance in an area. They go through a very similar process that the Zbuyer sellers go through. Okay, the sellers go through a series of questions. Do you want to sell your home? Do you want to sell it for cash? Yada, yada, yada. In this case, the buyers go through some loops that ask them, do you want to buy a home? Where do you want to buy your home? Etc. Not as extensive, but they do go through a online form system. So you want to know that so you can then tell people about that. Okay. So in this case, you're going to go into the prospecting pond. They're going to come up. When they come up, you could quickly look at it. It'll say Zbuyer Prosk. That means that's a manually added. You could see that it says buyer, and it's a town, Coram, Port Washington, West Islip, etc. So if you go down far enough, it says Zbuyer Seller. So these are actual homeowners that said, I'd like to get a price on my home. Many of you are claiming and working them. Now I've added buyers to the list. We were concentrating on sellers, which we will still always concentrate on, but we've got a heavier batch of buyers in the past month or two. So I'm adding those to it to see how our luck is in trying to convert these. So we're going to go real quick into John Samuel. Okay. As you enter here, here's a few things. First and foremost, you want to go over, most of them I should have a note unless I forgot. This says Samuel John is interested in buying a house in Coram, and this was last updated 11/14/24. That wasn't updated by us. That was when they filled out the form on Zbuyer when they were going around and interested. So when you're having a conversation, it said sometime in November, you might have been interested in buying a home in Coram. I'm the local expert. How can I help you? Or whatever way you want to go over it. Okay. When you come down to the left column, you're going to be here inside the client. Let's say this is a particular lead you want to utilize. This blue button will say claim. This is a sign because I'm the senior admin in charge of all the leads, so that's why they come to me. What this is going to say is claim, so you're going to claim it. Don't forget, when you claim a lead, you need to make a call right away, and you need to send an email, either phone call or an email right away. And you got to utilize the system so the system knows that you're reaching out. You also have to add a campaign. Okay, and some you want to do follow-up. Now, to help everybody out, I've added a campaign to it. I've added a search alert to Coram. I did not add a price range because I don't have a price range. So if you speak to them and you get a price range, you can always edit this to whatever the price range is for them. So right now they're going to see from shacks in quorum to mansions in quorum. Okay, which I don't know if quorum has mansions or not. So it's the range. So you want to make sure that you do that. Okay, and I added a quorum market report just to keep on the follow-up system with them. All right, so I'm hoping that the buyers give you some extra energy and maybe we could get some business going here. Please keep us posted on how the hunting and pecking is going. And as always, all the best to your success. Be well.